near Weston-on-Trent, and it's very close to the Donington racetrack. You can hear the motorbikes going all the time in the background, and I love motorbikes. So we're going to take the opportunity today to go and see the meeting, see who's racing. It's been a long time since I've been motorbike racing. I used to do the timekeeping for some friends who raced around Brands Hatch and places like that. So it's quite exciting. In the meantime, Storm Kathleen is blowing over, and it is blowing an absolute hoolie out there. There's supposed to be some rain today, so all of that should make the racing more exciting. But first we've got to cycle from here to there, and the river is right up as well. We've got to go over the River Trent. Should be a fun day today. Paddock are all the state-of-the-art trucks that the bikes and the boys live in while they're at the race course. And at the end of the meeting, we go back to the boat on a cycle route, a national cycle route, which is mainly railway track, old railway track obviously, but there are parts of it like this which I don't know if it's the weather, but it's really not really suitable for much more than a mountain bike. Oh look, it's a monkey puzzle tree. And this Storm Kathleen gathering her skirts. Monday morning, and we're off again after our exciting day at the races yesterday. We survived Storm Kathleen with just a bit of rocking and rolling. It was fine really. I got a nice bunch of Jack in the Hedge out of the hedge this morning, so that'll be nice for a side salad later. Not going far again today, but we need a bit of power, a bit of warm water, a bit of power in the batteries, and a different view tonight. So see you later. While we're stopped nice and early today, I'm just taking the opportunity to finish off the hearth. So I've got all the tiles stuck down, but when I did the grout, after you wash them, you get left with this sort of slightly powdery grey wash, and it doesn't matter how many times you wipe it down, it comes back. So I always dress them with this slate oil. You can see this one here hasn't been done, and as soon as you start rubbing it, you get this lovely effect, and it brings all of the design of the slate to the surface. It smells really nice too. I suspect it's got linseed or something like that in. So all we've got to do now is put a trim around there and find a way to finish the top, and we're done, all good. Alright, we've just come out on a shopping trip to the local farm shop, and there was two routes on the GPS, and this was the shorter route. But I think it might take longer than the longer route, so we've been walking half of it and dodging pit holes and small ponds on the rest of it, but we're not far now, so I think, oops, squelch, we might have to go back on the other route. It's got to be in here somewhere. Still walking. Oh my days. I think the high road this occasion. Oh my god, I found it. That's got to be it up there, I hope. looks nice. Well, we got back in one piece and we had a good shop there. It's called Torry and Ben's Farm Shop, and you can get to it from Swarkston Lock. It'd be a bit of a hike, but it didn't take too long to cycle once we got off the muddy path. And this is all proper grass-fed meat, and they do these 5 packs for 40 quid, which is a bit of a bargain. So there we go, helping out the local farmers and eating good meat as well. Well, after doing our shopping this morning, we realised we had a few more bits and pieces to get, so we're going down to a little village town called Willington. But it's a gale force winds out there and raining, so I'm cowering inside because I've got cold and wet. Temperature's not very high either, but I guess it's the right temperature for this time of year. Anyway, hopefully we'll be there soon and then we can just cozy up for the afternoon. So after my bioethanol vlog, I had a few people ask me about condensation on the boat, and I have to say I haven't particularly noticed that it's a problem, but I'm going to do a test this afternoon. So up here we have our monitor. You can ignore everything around here because most of it's wrong. It seems to be set in German time or something, but these two figures here are the ones we're looking at. It's 13.9 degrees centigrade at the moment and humidity is at 65%. I've just turned the fire on, so we'll see how that goes every half hour or so and see whether the humidity goes up or down. Okay, so it is about 45 minutes later. Temperature's gone up 3.5–4 degrees and the humidity has gone up 4% so far. The environment, who are they? I can't remember the name of the people. They advise between 40 and 70, so we're just within range so far. But the boat started at quite high humidity, I think. Okay, a bit later on, and we've gone up another couple of degrees. And the humidity has now dropped 1%, so it seems to have leveled out at this point. So a final look, and we're now a very comfortable 21.2 degrees on the boat. Humidity has now gone down to 63%, and there's a smiley face there. So we've dropped 2% on the humidity since we lit the fire. So I think we can safely say that it's not adding much in the way of moisture to the air. And as you can see, there's no moisture or condensation on the windows. So that's okay, really. I would imagine a wood burning fire has got lower humidity, but it's also going to be quite drying, I think, on the skin. I've said that before, but I always notice it. Just coming into well, down towards Burton-on-Trent, and we've just come over the River Trent, and all of this is a field. It's really high again, and in front of us at the Olrewas, the floodgates are shut again. We are a country slowly sinking. Well, here we are again on another muddy towpath. We're at Barton Lock, next to a pub, and the floodgates are all up at Olrewas again. So we just thought we'd have a cycle down to Olrewas, which is about 3 miles from the boat, and just to see how high the water is. But as you can see, this is between the lock 11 and 12 coming into Olrewas. It's very high, but it didn't rain at all yesterday, glory be, and it's no rain today, and there's no rain forecast tomorrow. So we're hoping that at some point soon they're going to open the floodgates and we can move on. And it's the last floodgates for a while then, so what's the chances of no rain for a few days, eh? Anyway, we can't keep going down this way, so we're going to have to turn around and try and find our way another way. Well, this is the section between the two locks that are closed for the moment, and it's got quite a flow on it, and it looks as though the ditch over here and the river over there have come right across the towpath, which is why it's so wet. Yeah, there's a little swan hiding in there on her nest, diligently doing her duty. Sorry, Henry?
I think it's an old beaver's nest.
Big nest, isn't it? This was the very first weir we came past 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, and I can remember at the time being terrified, and it was a trickle compared to what it is today. We went past it really fast in absolute terror. We've been past much bigger ones since then, but today I have to say this one does look like it'd be tricky. Just noticed down here that there's a tree sticking out at least halfway across, so we're going to have to really try to avoid that when we come down. So everyone down there's about 7 or 8 boats. They reckon it's going to be open today. I just don't think, seeing this flow, that it will. I reckon tomorrow. So I've got a bet on with somebody, with better drink, that it'll be open either today or tomorrow, so we shall see. Anyway, back to the boat through the mud. Well, we're back from Olrewas, a really difficult word to say, and I don't think we're going to be moving today, so we're going to make the best of the day here. So there's Barton Lock behind, and just over there is a pub, and they keep this area really nice around here. I'll show you in a sec. And they do something called a boater's platter for a £5, so we're going to go and give that a go. And I think it gets quite lively in there tonight. So it's Friday, and that's when we usually go to the pub if we're near a nice one. So that's what we're going to do. So I shall probably finish this video now, because I'm sure it's gone on long enough, and I'll see you on the next one, when hopefully we'll have braved the floodwaters and got ourselves into Olrewas. Okay then, have a good week everyone. See you on the next one. Bye.